with. My daddy was a cartoonist, and I used to hang over his shoulder watching him draw, you know, just cartoon. He had a cartoon in our weekly newspaper. When I was growing up, there was always a cartoon from him in the newspaper, so it was kind of fun. So that's kind of, I don't know, I like faces. And when I saw Kathleen Dustin's face purses, I just was flabbergasted. And so it just went, so my goal was to learn to do, and I didn't realize that hers were drawn. I thought that they were done in clay. But that was my goal, was to do face canes. I had a pattern company. I sold craft patterns, not for quilts, but little dolls and things for the quilt market and all the quilt shops around the country. The faces appeal to a certain segment of the other women. They're fun. They make me laugh. They make me smile, and that's my goal, is to sit when I'm doing this, and I laugh out loud sometimes because they're just silly, you know. I don't know, I've tried everything, you know, it just evolved. But the polymer clay it's instant in a way. I mean, it takes a long time to do things sometimes, like the canes take a while to build. But once you've made that piece and then you cure it in the oven, it's done. It's finished. And I like that instant, you know. And my work's not that smooth or refined. I can't do that because it's too intense for me. That's why mine's built one on top of the other, kind of. The canes are constructed, you know, without the fine polishing and sanding and stuff. I don't have the patience for that. I'm working with Suzanne Ivester with a new mini magazine. We're going to do a thematic magazine for the polymer clay. New person who, or people that have been in it for a long time and just want to shift their focus, but they don't quite know how to go about that new technique. We're hoping that the artist will share just a little bit of what they do, the materials they use, or how they go about creating that piece, so that person that wants to experiment with it doesn't spend 6 months trying to figure out how to even start or what equipment they need to start. I do a lot of online tutorials on my blog, and I do a lot of online free tutorials on my blog, and I enjoy that. And I enjoy sharing, because I learned not everything, a lot of what I learned about polymer clay, I learned on the internet free. And so that appeals to me, you know, because in the beginning, 1999, 2000, that's when I was playing around with it in the beginning, and I would go online and all these places and Yahoo groups that were so sharing, and just little mini tutorials. And then, of course, I learned mostly because I played and played and played with it. You know, that's the only way you really, you know, move on with it, is to experiment yourself. I just feel there's a lot of people out there that want to experiment with polymer clay, but really don't know where to start. Now the internet's so big, it's hard to focus in and find what you're looking for, because there's so much. And I think every little bit helps, you know. And yeah, it's about payback a little bit, kind of, sort of. I enjoy sharing what I know.